So welcome to the UK, everybody. It is day one and I'm hitting up an antique center in Oxford. Never been here before, so can't wait to see what I find. This bird painting is really lovely. It's an original and the frame on this is very good. It's 48 pounds, which is a little outside my budget. Look at this tiny stool with the little feet. It's only 15 pounds. All the stitching is so intricate and the fading is actually really good. You know this piece is old because of the way the nails are so irregular. This is the first pair of Staffordshire ginger dogs that I found. So tempted to get them for my collection. They're only 38 pounds for the pair. They're so much cheaper in the UK compared to the States. And look, it's a pair of cats for 32. I've never really found cats before. Religious art pieces like these are something that I am always on the hunt for when I'm in Europe. Just found this teeny tiny sports chess set for 9 pounds. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen. You just move the pegs along. I love this scale for 15, solid brass, has the flowers. I think it's relatively intact too, so yeah, it's not too heavy to bring home. This brass container is 12, so I think I may get this. I love this organizer, but it's 20, which is not a bad price. But I wish I had just a little bit more detail. That copper bowl is 15 pounds. Tempted by that. Wish I could get those stone bookends home. Very cool. It's just a lot of weight. This is tempting at 7 pounds, but I do find wood boxes at home all the time, so I think I'm gonna pass. I love these folk art painted boxes. I've never seen a cat before. It's 12 pounds, so I'll probably leave it behind, but that face is adorable. This booth has so many amazing trays. Here's some more back there. And then this interesting shaped one too. Love this teapot. It weighs probably 5 pounds. It's 27 pounds in terms of dollars, weighs 5 pounds in terms of weight. I think I'm gonna pass because it is so heavy. I am gonna get this candelabra. It's only 10 pounds. I just love the iron detail. Another reseller I know who does sourcing trips in the UK, she picks up these bread plates all the time. This one though seems, I don't know, maybe too newer, but it is only 5 pounds. So I'm not sure. Look at this stunningly painted paper box. It is so beautiful and textural. It's 10 pounds. I love this Moody painting. It's painted on board, but the board has a huge crack through it. So I'll probably pass, but it's only 45 pounds. I also like this painting up here too. I've always wanted one of these cigarette grabbers where you like push this button and it like pops a cigarette out and then the bird takes it. It's only 29 pounds, which is actually a pretty good price for it. Kokeshi dolls, you guys. I do not have this one. I love her. And I love little bowls in the back and all these up top. Is this not the cutest toothpick set? It's in a turtle. How much is it? 14 pounds. This brass plaque is so good. Try me. I love it. These frame needle points are beautiful. The blue color is 36 pounds each, so I'm not going to get them. But you rarely see blue like this. Look at this candelabra. This is why you come to Europe. You just do not see cool stuff like this in the States. It's 220 pounds, so out of my budget, but it's definitely worth it. Also, this Art Deco mirror is sensational. Another thing I keep my eye on for are Florentine pieces. This one is 12, although it's that material that's not quite wood. It kind of feels like plastic, so I'll pass. Look at this brass butterfly dish. They really do have the best brass in Europe. So I just found this beautiful needlepoint for 16 framed. I also grabbed this fun necklace for 5 pounds. This little brooch necklace for 10 and a little display box for 15. Look at how ornate that stone flower arrangement is. It's 55 pounds. I've never found one in that style before. Usually they're a lot smaller. That is stunning. I think even the yellow parts are stone. This stool is pretty great. It's 22 pounds, but this feels kind of like plastic and not leather. Look at how cute that embroidery is. It is all about the rustic stuff today. I feel like I want everything that has patina, like this copper plant shelf is so cool. And then you guys know I love a utility tray. Look at the corner detail on this. So that was a very good stop. I spent 90 pounds, which is over $100, but I got some really great stuff that I'm excited about. So it's a few days later, and I'm at one of my very favorite antique malls when I visit my family in the UK. Last time I was here, I got a whole pile of stuff, so hopefully I have that good luck today. So I'm hitting up some of the outdoor areas first. It is very hot in the UK right now, and found some stuff already, like this giant brass bell for £8 and this ashtray for $5. I also love this big giant picture for £16. So this particular building of this antique center, I got a lot of stuff in. It's just an outdoor building that's very eclectic and has so many things. Always a lot of brass, artwork, a lot of great stuff. This little painting is really sweet. £8, great wood frame. This is coming home. So I like this frame tapestry. It's $18, but the frame is kind of cheesy. Like when I took it off the wall to find the price, it's kind of plasticky feeling. So I think I'm gonna pass. I love this painting, but I think it's gonna be too big to bring home in my suitcase. And I can't take it out of the frame because it's painted on board. So that's a bummer. These carved pieces are really pretty. That one is $8, and then this one is only £3. What's fun about this place is it has all the historic buildings and then also has these shipping containers that are also dealer stalls. So this is why I love coming to the UK and Europe, because all the brass is very reasonable. £6 for these two very cool deer. These horse brasses are £2 each, so I'll probably get a few of these. These ornate spoons are, looks like £3 and £2. I love this mid-century picture. It is £8. The dealer's initials are yes. Well, that's very encouraging. Like everything I pick up, it's just gonna say, yes, get me. No matter where you are in the world, there's always a framed puzzle. This stool is £24, and I always look for stools when I'm here. This one is wonderful. Now, sometimes the legs actually will unscrew, but these look like they are glued in. So I'll probably have to pass on this. Thinking about packing it, it's just gonna be quite the feat. Look at this pen stand. It makes me want to get one of those old-fashioned pens with ink and start writing. I have actually found this style of bear before in the States. I had no idea it was a thing. And it looks like they're £12 each. The faces, and even the one that I bought, I mean, it's just like the most dramatic of faces. Sweet little Wedgwood piece for only £2. So I'll be grabbing this. It's dirty, but that's easily scrubbed up. And then I also thought about getting this little silver pitcher. I know it's different than what I usually grab, but I just thought it was so cute. Definitely has some wear and tear, but it's only £4. This frame is fantastic. It's so heavy, but it's £32, so outside my budget. Look at these fire tongs. And these fire tongs, £16. Are they not insanely beautiful? And speaking of beautiful, I love this vase. It is from Italy. I've never seen this style before. £12. Okay, I need to look it over and see if it has any flaws. Last time I was here, I really wanted these paintings. They are so beautiful. They're £30, which is why I didn't get them. I mean, look at this winter scene in this frame. Maybe I should ask if they'd be willing to do a deal. So there's a lot of onyx pieces in this booth. This one is £5, and the problem is it's a commitment to pick up something this heavy because I'm limited to £50 each in my suitcases. I mean, look at that cool onyx ornament piece and all of the eggs. And then over here is a tea light dome situation, which is very cool. I've never seen anything like that. And an onyx cannon and a banana, I presume. There's a whole basket of these cute little animal tapestries that are framed, and they're £8 each. Time to pick them up. More beautiful onyx pieces, many I've never seen before. Like this bird and this pill style piece. Oh, look at the pink on this one. £20. I've seen the flowers before, and obviously like this guy and the cat and stuff. Oh, another cannon. These are all beautiful. And look at all the ones in the back. This is a Polish style box I've never seen before, like a pencil case version. Let's see, how much is it? Let me see if I can open it with one hand on camera. I did, £6. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Look at how beautiful this corset top is. The blue color is just stunning. This is one of my favorite booths in this antique center. I just love the curation of the space. There's so much to look at. This pedestal bowl is beautiful. It's solid brass. It's only 10 pounds, but to pack it would be a little bit of a feat. And it's also really heavy. Oh man, this is the type of thing when I find it and know that I may not be able to get it because of the weight, makes me so sad. This cherub is awesome. It is resin and 35 pounds. So I think because it's resin and that price, I probably won't get it. But if it was wood, I absolutely would. I don't pick up a lot of pewter, but I love the look of this guy. And it's only 10 pounds, but it weighs a ton. So these are fantastic. They are architectural salvage, 5 pounds for each pair. They have a lot of damage, but I feel like that kind of adds to the coolness of them. I'm not sure what they would have been stuck onto, maybe some sort of cabinet. I feel like you could totally mount them on a wall and it'd be awesome. Oh man, I may have to get them because they're just so interesting. This dealer has a ton of wood boxes. Now the styles that I see all the time, I don't usually pick them up. This one I thought was really great, although it's really chipped there, so I'd have to fill that in. And this one I like too, but it's 10 pounds, so I'll probably pass on it. So I did find something I've always wanted to find, which is a dandelion in resin. I know they're kind of silly, but this one's only 3 pounds, and usually when you find them, they can be kind of pricey. I also grabbed this little jar that had ink in it at one point. It's 7 pounds. The patina is just so good. This fireplace screen is absolutely beautiful. I love how colorful it is, like bright. Usually it's like an old-timey scene. This is something I will not be bringing back, but if I could, I would. So apparently I had to come all the way to the UK to get a cross-stitch of the Henry Ford Museum, which I have been to many times as someone who grew up in Michigan. So this is coming home for me. And the spare was behind the cross stitch, and I feel like I need to get him because he's so ridiculously cute. This brass bulldog is 32 pounds, and I would actually buy it if it didn't weigh probably 32 pounds. I couldn't even lift it off the shelf. Absolutely in love with this brass dog. So if I couldn't get that like bulldog, I'm gonna get this one. So I just found this jewelry box for 22 pounds. Love the shape of it and the legs, so cute. And this cute little kitty cat, I think that was like 5 pounds. And then this brass Market Bosworth plaque. Now this doesn't make sense to anyone, but I actually had a wedding reception in Market Bosworth, so that's why I'm getting it. I love this painting. The proportions are very off, but it's so interesting. It is $70, 19th century. Ooh, that's very cool. This little Florentine box is only 3 pounds, I think because of the wear and tear, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad to me. So I'm definitely gonna get this. So I love this little chest covered in fabric. All the little drawers have different fabric patterns. It is 14. It's so cute. I love the pink too. Okay, this is a yes. I still wish I could take this mirror home. It's only 15 pounds. So it's the next day and I'm heading into one of my favorite little antique shops. It's in Horror Park. I always get great stuff here. Why is everything that I want so heavy? It's 25 pounds, a very solid brass box. Love the hardware. This is a sweet little floral painting. Let's see if I can find the price for it. 20 or 10. I'm not sure what it is. Hopefully 10. If it's 10, I'm gonna get it. So this is the type of cherub I'm always looking for. It's carved wood, painted. These can be worth quite a bit of money. It's 38 pounds, so definitely an investment, but I'll probably get it. This box is actually made out of cork, which is unusual. Very pretty, 12 pounds. I'll probably pass on it because I feel like the cork is kind of cracking. I love the stone vanity tray. It has the shell detail on the outside. Definitely has some wear and tear. It's 15 pounds. This is tempting because I've never seen one with a shell border like that. I love this brass fox letter holder, although the base has quite a bit of a chip out of it. It's only 8 pounds though, so I don't think that's necessarily a deal breaker, but I gotta decide. I've never seen a horn carved into the shape of a fish. That is crazy. It's only 6 pounds. I kind of like it. So I've never seen a painting of cricket. I'm assuming that's what they're playing. The frame is really good too. It's 45 pounds, oil painting. Oh, and I like that. Actually, I think I like that one even better. Okay, I'm gonna have to have my husband get it down. So no price on this one, but I do really like the ducks. It is a little bowed, but I think that can be fixed with my point driver. I just would have to reframe it. Just grabbed this oil painting off the wall. It's so fantastic, and it's only 23 pounds. I've always had a thing for antique samplers. I never buy them, but I've always really loved them. This one's only 25. The stitching is just so detailed. I don't really buy tins, but every time I'm in the UK, I really want to start buying tins. Look at this tonella bird. I've never seen one in this style before. Another lovely tin with a great patina on it. So my husband, of course, wanted this because he loves bugs and specimens. It's 40 pounds, which isn't bad, but a little more than we want to spend. So I'm now seeing these little embroidery pieces everywhere. So they must be some sort of wholesale thing. If you're from the UK, let me know. This little dresser is actually for stationery. You actually flip this top part back and you can put letters in it. It's 40 pounds, which is more than I want to spend, but it's so cute. And these are the types of like special pieces I always look for when I'm here. Look at this penguin jug. It's so unusual. Like the colors are very interesting. I'm not sure who made it, but it's very sweet. You guys know I love a wood trinket box, and this one is hand painted with flowers. It's only 6 pounds. I think I'm gonna have to get it. This is a cute little glass mushroom. Looks like it's hand blown, 8 pounds. Very tempted to get this. Just went through a bargain bin pile and I found this really pretty painting for 10. So that was a very good stop. This is the first like solid artwork I've picked up on this trip. Oil paintings for like under 30 pounds is awesome. So we were back home stateside in my studio space, and my trip to the UK was so much fun. I visited family, I went to a lot of art museums, and I did a ton of sourcing. So usually I rely on my family to drive me around to the antique malls, but this time I actually rented a car. So I told myself, you know what, you're a grown woman, you're an independent woman, you can rent a car and drive on the other side of the road just fine. And I did it, and was it scary? Yes, it was very, very scary. Those roads are narrow. People drive a bajillion miles an hour on those narrow roads. It was as nerve-wracking as I thought it was, and I can understand why I like waited this long to do it, because it was nerve-wracking, but I'm glad I did it because I was able to get out and do a lot more shopping than I usually do, and I was actually able to go further afield than I usually do. So I actually drove 2 different days. I drove over an hour each way to antique malls and to the Newark Antique Fair, which that video is coming, which was so much fun. So anyways, yeah, it was a great trip, and I brought home 3 suitcases full of vintage and antiques, and I actually checked the bags when I brought them home, and nothing broke, which is amazing. In case you're new here, the reason why I check bags is because 1, you get the items right away. When you arrive, you don't have to wait for them to arrive in the post. And then also they're less likely to break, because when you mail something, the package goes, to several different destinations, and anytime it's loaded and unloaded, it's an opportunity for it to break. So when you have it come back with you on the plane, it's loaded on the plane and then off the plane, and so there aren't as many like people handling the suitcase as there is people handling a package that you have shipped. So yeah, those are the kind of the reasons. Oh, and also it's cheaper. It's way cheaper to actually like ship a 50-pound box, which is usually like the weight limit that you have with luggage on an airplane, is wildly expensive. And so it's definitely cheaper just to pay like the fee to put the bag in the plane, then ship it. So anyways, that's just the reason why I do it. So I was just so grateful that everything got home intact. I actually came home, unpacked, and then basically started filming this video for you guys. So now onto the haul portion of the video, and I'm not going to recap everything that you saw on footage, but I wanted to show you a few things that my in-laws actually bought for me before I even got there. So anytime they go to an antique center for coffee and tea, because antique centers in the UK have cafes, which is amazing, they usually will have a look around and see if there's anything that I would be interested in. Needle points is something I always buy when I'm in the UK. I'm always on the hunt for them because the UK has the best needle points. We just don't get ones like this over here. So this guy, I think it was only 10 pounds and it's huge. I was so grateful that the glass did not break and it arrived safe and sound. So this will probably not go on Etsy because it's just so big. But the smaller needlepoint pieces like this one that I got and this one that I picked up, I really do love this one, and I'm just so tempted to keep it because it's just so beautiful. And then the stool, so not a piece of art, but a stool. Well, honestly, this stool is like a piece of art. I mean, look at that close up of all that stitching. I mean, it's just incredible. Why would you put your foot on this? It's too nice. It's just too nice. Don't put your foot on it. Just admire it because it's just beautiful. So anyways, those needlepoint things will be available on Etsy. And speaking of artwork, these two paintings will be available on Etsy. This beautiful moody floral and then this insane scene with the livestock. I mean, it looks like it belongs in a museum. It looks a lot like some of the paintings that I saw in the galleries. I mean, I want to keep it so bad, but I just don't decorate in this style. And I'm trying to determine, do I save it for future Andi? Does future Andi decorate in this style? Maybe, but I feel like I got to stop saving stuff for future Andi because future Andi has a lot of stuff in storage. So anyways, this will be available for you guys, even though it's going to kill me. Oh, it's just such a good painting. And this is why I go to Europe for paintings like this. You just don't get them this reasonably priced here in the States. So my in-laws also know to look for anything brass when they go in an antique center. And so they found this pair of adorable brass dogs. They were, I think, 10 pounds for the pair. And they also found, oh, beside me, I literally have stuff all over this room since I unpacked. They also found these horses, which I thought were lovely, and this brass dog. So another brass dog. So the smaller brass dog will probably go to a booth, but these I think I may list as pairs on Etsy. So keep an eye out for those. The brass in Europe there's just an abundance of it. It's all way too heavy to bring back, which is the big bummer. And so I usually have to just wait for the perfectly priced, perfectly light pieces that I can find. Now I did pick up this one, even though it was heavy, but he's just so beautiful and so huge. And I've just never seen this style of dog before. So there are definitely some exceptions to the brass that I picked up on this trip. Sometimes I just was powerless and just was like, you know what, we'll just make it work. But usually I try to avoid the really heavy pieces, which kills me. This is why I need to do a container so I can bring back as many brass pieces as I want. So all the filming that I did on this trip will probably be split into 3 different videos. So you're watching the first video right now. I have a video that's going to be dedicated to my shopping day with Angela, who is another YouTuber and reseller and artist. We went shopping together last year and it was so much fun. And we did a much better job this year at actually filming while we were shopping together. So that will be a really fun video. That will probably be the next one. And then after that, I'll have another video about my experience shopping at the Newark Antique Fair in the UK, which was also a lot of fun. It was very hot, but a lot of fun. So everything that you're seeing in this video is just from the footage that you watched a few minutes ago. I'm going to pan around on this dresser because I took everything out and I've tried to like separate my haul based on what video is coming. So I'm going to pan around on the dresser right over here where I have everything laid out because I already showed you like the art pieces. Now I want to show you all the smalls. I just got so many amazing smalls. And so we're going to do that right now. I'm going to talk about and highlight a few things as I go through, showing you just like the full breadth of what I got at the first part of my trip. So here are all the smalls that I got during the first part of my trip. Now some of the items I'm going to be keeping for me, and you won't be surprised by which ones I am, like the Staffordshire dogs, because I collect the gingers. This little curio I'm going to keep because I've never found one with tinted glass like this, and a little tassel. And it's also opened on top. And so I think I'm going to put my shells in there, like stack them all up to the top. I think that could look really cool. So anyways, we'll see what I do with this. But for now, I'm going to keep it. And then speaking of shells, I'm going to keep this shell, which is probably not a surprise. Now, the rest of the stuff is going to be available either in my booth or online. Like the booth items are going to be like this cute little painted wooden box, and probably this Polish box will probably go in my booth. The jewelry pieces I'm kind of holding on to and plan to put in my booth during the holiday season as like gifts for people. And this ashtray will go in my booth. This wedge will go in my booth. But I think the rest of the stuff I'm planning to put online. So this amazing little jewelry box. I absolutely love the curves. Look at those legs. I mean, come on. And the brass little handles. It does have a little bit of damage here, but honestly, I don't think that's a big deal because it's just an oldie and just so interesting. You just don't find something like that here. So This will be available on Etsy. The brass scale will go on Etsy. We talked about brass animals going on Etsy. The brass bell will go on Etsy. Oh, these I may hold off and save for Christmas because I want to put ribbons on them as ornaments. This will go on Etsy, this amazing stone vase. I gotta get the sticker off. This vendor uses like the most giant stickers. They were like this big. I don't understand that. And they're not the stickers that come off easy. They're like office labels. Anyways, don't recommend. This amazing Italian vase. This will go on Etsy, although I want to keep it because I've never seen that style. These deer are going to go up on Etsy, and I probably will put them up now. I definitely have debated keeping them for a Christmas drop, but I'm going to put them up now. This iron candelabra, love the curves on it. This will go on Etsy. These two amazing drawers, drawer units also. This one has fabric on the front, which I thought was great, probably from India. And this is like your classic Florentine style. Love finding Florentine. Usually can't find the really unique pieces unless I'm in Europe, and they're definitely a lot more reasonable there. This I've debated on whether I want to keep. I don't usually like buy jar things like this, but that one kind of spoke to me. I don't know. So this is like a TBD. These are going to go up on Etsy, debating whether I should clean them before I do. I don't know. So that they may either look like this or they may look shinier. So we'll see. Wedgwood pieces usually go to my booth. This bell will go on Etsy. I have a bunch of bells I need to list actually. And then this little thing, my son wants it, and I'm tempted to give it to him, except I know that these are going to go missing. And I'm like, oh, that would like really break my heart because this is the cutest little travel chess set. So this will either be on Etsy or it may go to my booth. But putting it in my booth also scares me because someone might lose the pieces. So this will probably go on Etsy. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Sometimes things are just so precious to me, I have a hard time letting them go because I fear that things will go missing from them. And they're just so cute. So anyways, these are all the smalls that I picked up. And yeah, really excited about all the things that I got during the first part of my trip. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to get everything listed on Etsy before this video goes live, but just know I'm probably gonna fall short because frankly, I'm super jet lagged and my son is home with me this week. So my bandwidth and productivity is basically, it's low. It is very, very low. But I'm gonna try to move through things as quickly as possible. And if there's something that you're interested in and you don't see it online, just check with me and I can tell you if it's sold or not. And if it hasn't sold or hasn't been listed, I can try to earmark it for you. So, just send me a message on Instagram, Etsy, or you can send me an email and I'll try to get to it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. The next video in this series, I'm going to be shopping with Angela, the other vintage YouTuber that you guys probably watch. She's fantastic. And it was just so much fun. And I think you're going to find that video very, very fun. So anyways, that's the next video coming up in the series. Thank you so much for watching. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.